What's going on everyone, Ollelito back here with a new gameplay video where we play the Euro qualifier to represent Sweden in this summer Euro tournament basically. And there can only be one player from Sweden that can represent Sweden in Euros. So today I will have a recap of my games versus Swedish pro players. So let's just jump into today's video. But before jumping into the games, I will explain the format pretty quick. So, we're starting off in a double elimination bracket. It's me versus Lirexi and Olle versus Don Unsal. And then we play winner bracket semi-final versus each other. Then if we were to win that game, we go up to winner bracket final and then into a grand final basically. So it's a double elimination bracket with obviously a loser bracket then, and it's best out of 2. And if you're into the grand final and you're coming from the winner bracket, you only need to win 1 out of 2 BO2s to win the tournament. And if you're coming from the loser bracket up to the grand final, you need to win 2 BO2s in a row to be able to win the tournament. So let's just jump in to the video and see how it did end for us. So, as you see in the background, we are playing this tournament with the 95 rated mode, which means all of us needs to play with Sweden. In most games, I was in Sweden's home kit because I was the highest seed, because I won the first qualifier to qualify for the finals. But this is the team then. We have Kulusevski, Isak, Elanga, Jesper Karlsson, Kajuste and Hugo Larsson as our midfield. Defense, Augustinsson, Elander, Hien, Wahlqvist and Olsen. I'm not sure if you're familiar with all of these names, but it's basically 95 rated mode. Every player on the game is 95 rated, and for example, all center midfielders have the same stats and playstyles. All the left wings have the same stats and playstyles. All the strikers have 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. As you see there at the right, we have Isak, for example. So every striker, for example, has 95 pace, 97 shooting, and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty... I think it's pretty fair. If you compare it to FUT, I mean, could be a whole nother story where I have a better team than my opponent. But in this case, it's not, so everyone plays with equal teams. First game was going to be against Lirexi in the winning bracket. And I guess Lirexi, it's always tough games, to say the least. Very, very good attacking player. He was white here, and he was also going to take the lead. Beautiful cross from Sema into Victor Gyökeres. And he was going to take the lead in this first game in the winning bracket semi-final. And overall, against Lirexi, it's, as I said, always tough games. Very, very talented player. New and upcoming player that I don't think a lot of you guys know about. And it was going to be a tough game. Here, we find Kulusevski with a really, really good R1 pass, finding the space. And we scored to make it 1-1 in this game. And all I can say, this game was going to guarantee you guys a lot of good goals. As you see in the background, it's still 1-1. It was BO2 every game as well. And Lirexi is really, really good at this. Finding the kind of cutback, as we talked about, right, in our tutorials. Finding the cutback, here he has the option to either play, I think it's Kulusevski or Gyökeres, not sure who that is. There he can play a pass to inside, but he's really, really good at this. Getting my team deep down and then playing the ball into the middle, which makes it harder to defend. And you will see he will score from this. He's doing this really, really well. You see Kajuste speeding up the tempo, waiting for a passing lane to be opened up. Here, poor pass from Kajuste, and he manages to intercept. Green time finish with Isak and a beautiful goal to make it 2-1 in the first leg. And overall, I mean, chances in the first leg here, first half wasn't really too many. I mean, this was how the game looked like. A lot of switching, you know how EFC24 is, the switching is very, very good. And as I said, he's really, really good at this, pushing my team down always and then trying to find the CM. You see again, CM, he has an open pass here into Kulusevski, which he finds, then finds Isak, good finish, and he scores to make it 3-1 in the first half. And here, I mean, it's basically the perfect time to score for him, because it's just before halftime. I was like, I still felt like, honestly, that I was playing okay. It was the first game of the day, obviously. But I said to Edu, my coach, that, okay, I feel like I'm playing well. He had 3 shots, scored 3. I just need to make 1 goal before the second leg begins, and we should be fine. So, jumping into the second leg. So, this happened in, I mean, the first 13 game seconds of the second half, where an error has occurred. So, we restarted the game, played 1 half, then we quit the game again, and then we played a whole another leg. So, I needed to invite him, and yeah, jumping into the second half, basically. And I think it can be interesting to tell you, actually, because you will see a bit of a different Ollelito here. I decided with Edu that I wanted to put a bit more pressure on him, because I felt like the only thing he'd done in build-up was to always switch it. So I wanted to really put pressure on his fullback and on his center back. So the thing you will see here is that I'm trying to use my second man press, but also the manual press with both Hugo Larsson here and Kulusevski. And this will cause an error early in build-up for him. So here, I have a lot of options, right? I have Elanga, number 11, down at the bottom there. I also have Kajuste, number 20, or even finding Isak. So the thing I do here, a skill move, finding Hugo Larsson, finding a fantastic pass here, and I actually see this pass. I think he should intercept this, even though it's a really, really good pass. Finding Isak, and from here, I mean, La Croqueta finish around the keeper. Very, very good finish, and we're back in the game. Here we basically have the same kind of opportunity as he was doing pretty well, even though he is cutting the ball back a bit later in build-up. But here again, trying to get his team deep down, finding the pass into Kajuste here, doing a very, very good play lock here to Elanga behind, I think it's Filip Helander, the center back there, as you see. He's trying to cover Elanga. Perfect play lock though, and here I think I should have scored, but a very, very good save from Robin Olsen. Keeps the lead still for him. So jumping into basically a bit of the later stages of the second half here. Obviously, as I said, we were going to quit the game when the time was over. So now he is currently leading with 3-2 overall, and now we're jumping into the second leg. And as you see on quick there on the D-pad tactics, I was using striker drop back and also a lot of active offside traps. We were going to do pretty well, as I said. I told Adu I want to try to pressure him a lot more higher up the pitch to cause an early error. And we do it pretty well here with Anthony Elanga. Very good play lock as well. Finding the space here. Have a lot of time. And I see here, this one we need to replay back. Because I know for a fact that he is really good at moving the keeper. So if I check quick here, I already see that he's moving his keeper to the back post. But my brain is telling me, okay, if you shoot this Trevela first post and green time it, you have a great chance of scoring. So the thing I do ball roll. I see that he's moving the keeper to the far post. I recognize it very early, and he's already been doing this for the first leg as well, so I know he's moving back post always. So I just shoot it first time. Beautiful finish from Anthony Elanga, and we're back right into the game. So starting from my own play, a very, very poor switch from, I think it is Wahlqvist here. He finds a perfect cross. I didn't see that. Very assisted cross, but very, very good cross from him. And yeah, he scores to make it 4-3, and he is once again taking the lead. And I'm like, here, I need to be able to take the lead once, because then you can play more calm, more relaxed. But yeah, all I can say is I was going to come back. That's for sure. So we talked about putting pressure on his players high up the pitch. You see here, very, very good tackle from Kulusevski. Means that we have basically, I think it's like a 4v2 here. And if you're looking at back post here, you see that Elanga is making a very, very good run. But the key to this pass is to do the ball roll, as you've seen me do before here with Kulusevski. I do the ball roll, I do the cross back post, or far post, whatever you want to call it. Fantastic finish by Anthony Elanga, and the game was square once again. For I think it is, or 5-5 on aggregate. 5-5 on aggregate it is. So, as we see here, we're into the later stages of the game. Very, very good defending there from Alexander Isak, just tracking back with him. Here I found a very good pass to Elanga. I feel like I have a lot of time here. Good reverse elastico, good defense. I'm getting very lucky getting the ball back. But in the end of the day, I do this very, very well, I think. The reverse elastico to find the angle. I think I should have shot this first post, to be honest. But I decided to shoot it fourth post. It's green timed, and it's a fantastic finish. And finally, we have the lead against Lirexi. So, as we see in the background, 64th minute, second leg, basically 25 minutes left, and here I was leading by 1, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's equal here, I'm not sure. No, I think it's actually a draw here, to be honest. But here, I find a very, very, very good time pass. I think we will look back at that once again, because I want to look how good this timing is. And I was looking back at this afterwards, and I mean, it can be offside, but in the end of the day, I send the Karlsson here very early, and I know he wants to run down the wing. I find Elanga, and then I see Karlsson, if I play this one touch, he has a great chance of scoring. So the thing I do, I just play him in behind first touch, and from here, I mean, I think he should be putting his keeper far post, but in the end of the day, I think he is a bit too slow. I guess Karlsson finds the back of the net, and now I think we have the lead in the game. And as you see here, 85th minute, only 5 minutes left, but we all know in the FC 24, when someone is putting down or putting up these kind of press, it's very, very hard to play out. But here, I don't think he meant to pass that pass, but in the end of the day, Elanga threw on goal here, and I know that he's going to move the keeper. I see that he's moving the keeper more towards the first post, so I just decide for myself, Just fire this far post and you will probably score. And I will. But it was not going to be down there. And by the way, I didn't mean to greedy. That's Elanga's main celebration. And I told everyone in the chat after this, I didn't mean to greedy. But the only thing that's worrying playing against Lirexia, as I said, he is so fantastic going forward. And he knows every time what he wants to do in terms of actually attacking. He finds Isak here. Very, very good skill move. Yeah, poor defending from me as well. I should be on him here. But I will try to show you guys how I play out this game. Because here, I'm up, I think it's 7-6 overall. I think it is. I'm leading 7-6. Getting a bit lucky here with the switch. He could have intercepted that. But here, just make sure that I'm not losing the ball. So I'm doing this quick to Elanga, playing it back to Wahlqvist. Here I'm trying to go home to the keeper, which I think I do well. And if I look at the minimap, I see that top left, I have an open player. I decided to not really choke it this time. And we were into the winner bracket final, where we will be playing against my good friend, Ollelito. As you guys obviously know, it was, as I said, 3 very, very tight BO2s, obviously, between us two, or 2 up to this point. Once again, it didn't really happen a lot for the game. He's doing this perfectly. Very, very good skill move there from Anthony Elanga. Makes it 1-0 into the game, and here we were losing. And of course, you can lose your head pretty easily in these types of games where I've been so close to winning, but you need to have this one with you. And I felt like we still had this one with us, but did we lose the composure? Did we lose the, I don't know, the mentality to win? Let's find out. Here I'm finding a pretty poor switch. Wahlqvist is obviously offside here, so Olle gets an attack himself. And Olle is 1-0 up here. He doesn't really need to rush. I don't really need to rush either, because I still have 1 game left on me to be able to win the game, basically. Olle switches this really, really well into Wahlqvist, into Anthony Elanga. And here, the thing I do, I'm being on him because he's trying the ball roll to the Vela. I don't think I moved the keeper there, so that's probably going in if I'm not on him. But here again, I send Jesper Karlsson already here with the L1. So I know Jesper Karlsson will run back post. I see it, ball roll, cross. Once again, as I talked about before, Jesper Karlsson takes a touch on his chest and fires it home. And it was 1-1 in the first leg. As you see here, we're into the 62nd minute. This is the second leg. It didn't really happen a lot. I sent my Jesper Karlsson very early in build-up, and this makes him get into a lot of space. Here again, finding Isak with the perfect pass. You know what's going to happen here. If you know me, reverse elastico, finish. Takes a touch, reverse elastico around Lindelöf. Lindelöf is absolutely gone. Green time finish. Right corner, fires it home, and we are 1-0 up. And here, I was even closer. 25 minutes left to win the game and to represent Sweden. And yeah, we took a pause here, tried to go into a different formation, 4-2-3-1 actually. And the thing that Olle is doing well here, I mean, I don't know how I should defend this goal, because this is an absolute rocket from Kensema through 3 people. A pretty bullshit goal. I don't think that should be going in. I don't think he even green timed it. But then again, good finish from Kensema. And yeah, a tie once again. And it looks like we will be going to golden goal into our 3rd BO2 against Olle. Once again, late into stoppage time here. Fourth break, I think that Trivela is actually going in, but I should have paused it. And this game ends in a tie as well. And we're going to golden goal for who to represent Sweden in the Euros this summer. Obviously, it was a nerve-wracking game once here, because I knew that the guy who scores here is representing Sweden. Here again, we have a very good pass here into Hugo Larsson. A bit of an AI, or I think he defended that pretty well with his Lindelöf. The thing I do here though, I see that he's trying to do a play lock, so I'm trying to be on him, aggressive defending. Here again, CM, trying to get it to the wing here. And obviously you always want to switch it with the center midfielder. Here again though, Jesper Karlsson into Jens Kajuste. Where are we going to do it? Dejan Kulusevski with, first of all, a very good play lock from Hugo Larsson into Dejan Kulusevski. Got some good step overs. He doesn't read it. Green time finish into the back of the net. And yes, we were victorious in this tie. And we are going to represent Sweden in the Euros in this summer. Feels absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I put a lot of time into this video, so I really hope that you liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe down below if you like these types of content. And yeah. I hope you guys love these kind of videos and try to analyze a bit for yourself. I try to do a few points for you guys in there, but hopefully you like it, as I said. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Coming a tutorial on how to play lock or to play switch. Let me know down in the comments whichever you want to see. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe, stay humble, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.